Today I am celebrating Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks, who was the lady who was bravely, at that time a very young girl, who bravely sat on a bus in the wrong seat because her seat was supposed to be strictly reserved for white people, and being of a darker skin tone, she was not supposed to be sitting in that particular seat. Now, there's a lot that has come out about the story of Rosa Parks over the years. At the time, it was sold as if a young girl naively, naturally, bravely decided to take a seat on this bus, and you know, and so history was made. But in fact, the story wasn't so simple. She had been nominated to play this role on behalf of organisations that wanted to bring change in a part of the world where these horrendous laws and this terrible discrimination was at play. And they identified this girl who was up for doing it. They checked into her family to make sure that she was okay, that there was no dirt on her, no dirt on her parents, and so that the story would have the greatest potential for breaking through. And as such, Rosa Parks was selected in order to play this particular role in the unfolding of the civil rights movement. Now, to me, that actually increases the amount of empathy that I have for Rosa Parks, because had she just innocently taken a seat on this bus, she may not have had such a sense of the significance of what she was about to do. Whereas I imagine, having been assessed and examined and interviewed, and her parents and family having been checked out, the pressure on her, I imagine, was immense. How could this young girl not have nervously taken her seat, knowing, or at least having some inclination as to what might unfold in so doing? So regardless of what went into making that moment happen, choosing consciously to play such a significant role in human history is no small thing. And of course, it did enable the media and these organisations to highlight the barbarism of discriminating against people, even the innocence of a young girl, on account of her skin colour. To me, it seems like such an abomination. It's just hard to understand how that even was a thing. So today, I'd like to take a moment to give thanks for Rosa Parks choosing to play that role, and for the fact that our society has moved on enormously. I feel really sad when I think of people today who claim that almost nothing has changed. To me, it seems like a great deal has changed, and many of the inspirational black thinkers that I really admire have strongly asserted that we're not living in the same world now, that they haven't suffered those impediments, and that we really need to give thanks for the egalitarianism that we actually see in our society today. I feel myself very uncomfortable about the accusations of a need for collective guilt. One of my favourite philosophers and psychologists, Viktor Frankl, who was a German Jew who was caught up in the concentration camps during the Second World War, spoke out very clearly on this subject about the fault in the idea of collective guilt. We need to take responsibility for our own actions, and we can't be blamed for the actions of others whom are associated with us purely for the colour of our skin or for an accident of birth, wherever we lived, wherever we came from, the family that we were associated with. The idea of privilege is being taken to cause a great deal of harm these days. With all that being said, I'm extremely grateful to see our society evolving over the last 100 years, and that such discrimination on the account of the colour of the skin, at least for a good period of time, has become abhorrent to free thinking people of heart and intelligence. So today, giving thanks for Rosa Parks and the role that you have played in our collective history.